What a way to ease into Sunday morning with the Blue Danube by Strauss. Welcome to the BBC's Shave on Sunday. If the BBC ever did a programme on shaving, I think that's something how it may go. Anyway, enough of that rubbish. How are you doing? Welcome to Sunday Shave. We're going to use a vintage classic, a beauty as a clue. The Black Beauty vintage razor. And inside we're going to use a brand new Gillette Nacet blade. Beautiful blade then, I remember. So, plenty of overhang to be aware of. It's a twist to open, adjustable, 1 to 9. So it's already on 9. You have to take I can't see it, but you have to take well, you can see it probably. So we're going to start on the most aggressive first pass, bring it down, second pass, bring it down again, third pass, and see what happens on the pickup time, baby. There we go. So how has the week been for you? Thought as much. Well, let's hope the weekend. Oh, if you love aeroplanes and stuff like that, and World War II and the Red Arrows and all that type of stuff, the Rill Air Show is on. Yesterday, I think, was this start Friday? It was certainly yesterday and today. And the BBC will be there, the radio, BBC Radio Wales. Anyway, that show's on if you're going, or thinking of going. I filmed it a few years ago. Soap of choice. God, we're going from one thing to the other today. We're going to visit the Colonel, his lordship. He knows this fella. And he's doing okay. Thanks for asking. A few people ask about him. He'll visit again. Don't worry, he hasn't gone. Colonel Conk. And this is the Lime Glycerin Shave Soap. I'm going to shave from here. As you can see, it's a see-through. Oh, wrong way. You can see it's a sort of a see-through soap. So that's razor blade, and we're going to visit. We should use some Wagner, really, music, because we're visiting Jen Wagner, his brush, the gear shift. Beautiful, isn't it? The gear shift brush. That's the way you can see it properly. So we're going to first for the first pass. I'm on form today, I tell you that. Here we go. And straight away, we're gathering lilacs in the springtime. Or in this case, we're gathering lather. Oh yeah, nice limey. Heard that somewhere before. Isn't that a bad name for us, that? Or something, anyway. Probably PC and PC. We'll see how that does. Synthetic knot this. And a beautiful grip. So we'll see how that does. But first, good job that comes with a stand. I'm going to wet the face. There we go. Make sure no soap on the hands. Here we go. Oh. Somebody outside. I thought then for a minute, hang on, we've got the old Mrs. Pavarotti's back and she's going to give you a bit of a tune, but I don't know. She's you haven't heard her for a while. I think her agent's not happy with the fee. Well, and I said, I'm not budging. He said, why not? I said, because I provide food in the contract. I said, if you want more money, I said, you feed yourself. Fair, innit? Right. Can't have it all, right? Okay. Get on with it. First pass. Keep the razor. Go to the sink. So welcome to Sunday. Gillette Black Beauty W-3, the code on this, which is the 3rd quarter of 1951. I think it was the first year they did the date code and the year, the quarter, I think. Oh, that feels nice. Forgot how nice the Gillette Nacet is as well. So it feels aggressive on that setting, but not the most aggressive I've ever felt. Is there such a thing as a nice aggressive? I got some new products there, which have arrived, and one of them I'm not allowed to show you yet. I think a few shavers have had these things, and so I look forward to showing you that. And it's something I wanted to try, and it's not a razor. We'll leave it there. Beautiful soap, very slick. As you could see then, you know, I lathered up live, if you like. You can lather as long as you like, but you don't have to lather long, as you could see, hopefully. Hopefully. Thanks a lot. Thought we were mates. So that was very successful, and there's something happening this next week which never happened before. It's one of my viewers from the States, from America, is coming over to this country, and part of his visit is going to be in my area. So I said I would meet him. We'll have a coffee and a chat, and take him a couple of cans of Carling to try or something like that. So he'll be on his way, I think, as we speak, or starting. But that was a lovely, nice first pass there. I'll tell you what, let's try a touch of water. Jen Wagner. Jens. Kind chap. How are you doing, Jens? Wagner. Nice name there. Answer me this if you're watching. Has anybody in your life, Jens, asked you, are you related to the musician Wagner down the line? You might be. Unless there's a common name in other parts, maybe. I have no idea. That's beautiful. Nice brush, holds lather well, and it lets it out, doesn't keep it to itself. It's not greedy like some of them. Very slick. Glycerin, obviously. Scent is very weak. Not a strong scent of lime. You can smell it when you lather it more than I can smell it now. But it's not a problem. Open up, and we're going to drop it down. We're on 9, 8, 7. Let's go to 6 in between 5 and 7. Good at maths, isn't I? Second pass across the growth of caught there, look. Yeah, it's a good razor. It's For a Gillette, this is one of the more aggressive sides of razors for me. Unless I've been spoiled by that Gillette spoiler, toning things down, putting me off my putting me off judging other blades. Listen to that. Wow, good slickness. Yeah, you get little wafts of lime. It's a nice scent of lime. It's a sort of a cross between a real zest and the candy type lime scent. Sweet. Well, I got a couple of jokes here. I don't know if you like them, but we'll try it. Here we go. I can't take responsibility because they're not my jokes. Let me do this bit first. You ready? Right. Last week I bought a wardrobe, clothes cupboard, whatever you call it, a wardrobe we call it. Last week I bought a wardrobe off Bonnie Tyler, and every now and again it falls apart. Do you get it? Every now and then it falls apart. Stick to the shaving. Right, third application, not gone back to the puck. Look at it. Good old Colonel Conk. I was looking in my shaving drawer of some of the lesser used soaps. This one of them. I've got the amber version of this, and I've got a bigger version which is almond. I've used the amber. Can't remember using the almond. This is nice. Okay, Sunday dinner. Oh, and by the way, it's bank holiday. Oh, look at this, took half of it off. Bank holiday Monday for most people, except those, of course, who work. Thank you very much. Hotel business, shops, retail, emergency services, military, care workers, and there's numerous ones I've not said there, but thank you for your service. I've been we'll drop it down again, we'll open it up again. Some people say, oh, you don't need to open these, we'll go to 3. You don't need to open up these twist opens to adjust it. You may not do. I always do. It's safe. Eases the pressure on the mechanism. Even if it doesn't do anything, I feel better doing it, if it makes sense. Because you can't buy these things these days new. So if you've got one, you may as well treasure it, use it, but look after it. If that could talk, the stories these could tell. 1951, wow. Mario Lanza was singing. What a voice. There's a Welshman here called Ivor Emmanuel. He's dead now. What a voice. He was born in the same town as Richard Burton and Rebecca Evans, another famous actress. 3 of them from the same town in South Wales, I think it was. Forgot the name now. Old Flash should know. Very nice. Yes, go on about things. Sunday dinner. Very kindly again by a colleague. 2 colleagues in work have allotments and they're both very kind. And I've had some runner beans and some potatoes. So I'm going to be steaming his potatoes, some turnip, and then I'm going to combine them with some black pepper and butter to make a mash, sort of potato and swede turnip mash, with some pork chops, or 1 pork chop, they're quite big, rind on, bone on, so it'll taste lovely. And there's something about eating off the end of the bone, it might be just me like a dog, but you can't beat it for taste. And the crackling, of course, the rind will be on, lovely. Keep that to last, keep the best to last. And then what else we got? Broccoli, which will be steamed, and lashentos of gravy. I get a lot of requests on my other channel to show how I do the gravy. Now I have got a video on the other channel of making homemade gravy, but I don't make it like that unless I roast in the proper oven where the fat is there and I'm basting. But yeah, so homemade gravy, lashentos of. I've got plenty of alcoholic beverage, cider, Scrumpy Jack. And that leads me nicely to Scrumpy Jack into 3, 2, 1. Pickup time, baby! And there is a couple of dots today. One here, one there. And I'm going to say I'm using this as an adjustable razor. It's Sunday morning, I can't speak. And we'll go to its mildest setting, number 1. If you can see that. There we go. Pickup time. Yeah. So it should be very nice luncheon, as they say. Are you doing anything nice this weekend? This bank holiday weekend here. So it'd be nice to have a bit of time off. And many thanks again for viewing these videos and for the comments. I hope the last video I did of this, it's not everybody's cup of tea, obviously, you know. It's somebody did ask me if I could show what all this I use, so now you know this camera, the lights, you've seen the setup from another camera, so hopefully it'll give you an idea. You don't have to use special cameras, just, you know, use what you've got. That's what I've done for many years. If it inspires anybody, like I said, to make a video themselves, even better. Wow. Even on number 1 is nice. You can feel it doing it. Right, cold water rinse, looking forward to this. That's lovely. Some of these are from the garden. Oh yeah. Put them back after the shave. That'll confuse her. Ah dear. This last week, normally, because I'm a bit of a carnivore, I enjoy my meat, and I'm sorry to no one for it, but this last week, because we normally eat sometimes the same, like if I do a Sunday dinner, she may have some vegetables or something like that, but usually we have separate meals at the same time. because Mrs H doesn't eat meat. She eats fish, but not eaten that for a long time. But mostly vegetarian. And I did a stir fry, which was walnut oil in a pan, onions, garlic, chilli, ginger. I put some, what else did I put in? Oh, tenderised broccoli, some red and green peppers or bell peppers, mushrooms. What else did I put in? Well, it'll come to me. Anyway, lots of vegetables and stir fried it, and it was absolutely beautiful. And then at the end, I did some chicken breast, which I stripped, fried them, hot oil, garlic, chilli and ginger again, salt and pepper, and then some spice powder on top, and it was beautiful. God, that's for me. That, and I've got some chilies to use as well. Thayer's peach. Sorry if I go on. There's nobody else to talk to, look at that. Oh, this is more realistic. Oh, that's nice. Peach. So we're having our 5 a day. We've had lime, now we've had peach, and we're going to have lime again now. But we're heading to some posh lime now. Going to Taylor's. Taylor Old Bond Street, and another couple of viewers from abroad, other countries, have sent on the Paul's wet heads, I should say. They were in London and they were visiting the shaving shops, and they were glad of some of them were glad of the video I did, which is great, isn't it? So we're going to use Taylor's collection number 74 Victorian lime fragrance. Beautiful stuff. Ooh. Hey, come on, breathe in. Breathe in. Oh, lovely. And that's that. And then some of them, I used this for a while. Nivea Men, the blue, widely available in our supermarkets, anyway. There we go. That'll do. I'm not going to rub it in, I'm just going to walk out like that. Imagine people. Must admit, I've seen a lady once, quite a elderly lady, and she must have put some sort of form of foundation or whatever it's called on her face, you know, like that, in the intentions of rubbing it in and blending it, I suppose, but she forgot, and so you went out with this sort of ring, and then people taking a second look. Poor thing. You don't like to say, hey, you haven't blended in your stuff. Might get a handbag out and stuff, like Benny Hill down the road. That's nice, and I thought that is quite a slick. That's quite a slick cream, that. But it's Nivea's good stuff, isn't it? Yeah, it blends well with the Victorian limes. I'm just going to rinse my hands, and that's it. Apologies if these go on. I do talk maybe too much sometimes. I'm gonna have to sort it out. Okay, quick one. Gillette Black Beauty W-3, 1951, third quarter. We used it on the setting 9 first pass, setting was a 6 second pass across the growth, setting 3 against the growth, and setting 1 for the pickup times baby. The Gillette Nacet brand new blade, beautiful blade, I like that blade. For me personally, one of the most, not the most maybe, but the top end in aggression for the Gillette range adjustables. Very nice. We've used Jen Wagner, the gear shift, the gear stick, synthetic brush, beautiful, absolutely stunning. And it comes on here like that, you see, and you rest it on that stand if you can see. And there, we've visited the Colonel Colonel Conk, and that'll be rinsed out. Then we've used cold water rinse, and then we've used Thayer's Peach. I'm just going to show you this, how I rinse it. Like that. Comes out, this will be rinsed, that'll be rinsed, this will dry then overnight, this will be dried, and then it's placed back in, so there's no chance of any nasties starting. Not that I've had that trouble, but a few people ask about that, what do you do with your soaps. That's what I do, take them out if I can, rinse them, let them dry naturally for a minimum of 12 hours. Sometimes you can go back after 2 or 3 hours and they're dry, bone dry, depends where you live, but yeah, do that. Then we've used Taylor's collection number 74 Victorian lime fragrance, beautiful stuff. Not a long lasting one for the price, but it's okay, it's okay. And then this to put the protection back. Sorry if I've gone on. Have a great Sunday, fabulous weekend, stay safe, happy, and have some great shaves. And thanks again for your company and joining me today, and I'll see you on Wednesday for the midweek shave. Take care and all the best.